we're gonna be cutting squads, we got things that are really key operational, and this is, you know, we do record them, this is.
I think with the detailed minutes that we provide, the fact that we do record them, this isn't, you know, production grade kind of stuff. This is public services. We don't have to, and you, yes, maybe we could change how we do some of the village board meetings and ask when people are speaking in the back that they don't, or post some signs, or let people know we're recording, we need silence in the gallery or something like that. But 20 grand when we're looking and we're not even funding garbage cans and bike racks and stuff like that, absolutely not.
And I would agree with cutting this out. I think that, you know, we have incredibly detailed minutes, well put together minutes. So I'd be okay with cutting this out for this budget.
Okay.
I'm okay with cutting it out if we can't get the tax rate down.
Okay, so that's 3 for cutting it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Oh, Mike, you said you want to cut it out too?
Yes.
Okay, all in favor of, who's in favor of cutting it out?
No, I think
sorry.
Come on, let's go.
Go ahead, no, it's important, this is an important, this is an important
I
one,
do think it's
about
important,
transparency.
but I also think looking at these other things we have to prioritize, I also really wanna hear what comes back from
Yeah.
the study, and I wanna know what they think before we allocate funds towards it. So I mean, once we know what comes back from the study, I think we can prioritize differently then. So I would be okay with cutting it.
Okay, let's show of hands, who's in favor of cutting the 20,000?
Yes, you mean.
Okay, I have 4 here, I'm opposed. Allison, you're in favor of cutting it?
If we can't get, if the tax rate goes like to 0%, I put that in.
Well, right now,
Who is that talking? Someone is,
I know, is that Ann?
yeah, what is that?
You guys put your stuff on mute if you're not talking.
Ann, are you in favor of cutting the 20,000 or do you want to keep it in?
Is it the 20,000 for the video?
Yes.
I support cutting it.
Okay, so that's 5-2? I forget what, Allison, what were you again? You want to cut it, right? Or you want to keep it
I
in?
don't want to cut it.
Okay,
But for
5-2.
now, I would cut it. But I might put it back in.
Okay, let's just,
Put it back in if you want.
okay, well, let's say 5-2, and if we have money, we'll come back and look at it. Okay, firearm replacement, that's $20,000.
I think we need to come back.
And I think the chief indicated this one is one that probably could wait.
I verified with the firearms person, and we can defer it to 2021.
He's raising his eyebrows when he says 2021, which means we can't make this excuse again. Okay, I will, I'm in favor of, why don't we just do a quick show of hands in favor of taking this?
So what we're saying is this will come next year, and if we don't support it next year, our public safety officers will.
We'll need to do it in 2021.
At the levy, yeah, they'll increase the levy next year.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, that's 5 in favor. Allison,
Yes.
Ann? And are you in favor? Yes, okay, 7-0. Okay, we got a 7-0. Okay, solar panel installation, no direct levy impact.
So,
I'm supporting it.
How is that gonna be funded?
so it would be through bonds. However, I'm recommending that we pursue a lease with Solar Now versus installation of panels on the top of the
Okay.
building.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm recommending we proceed forward, with pursuing a lease with Solar Now in lieu of installing our own solar on top of the building. Given the concerns with the tower and ice falling on the building, and potential damage to the system.
So is this?
So is there a way, so if Solar Now doesn't pick our application, right? Then
They,
if we don't budget it, right, I mean, it's not like we say, yeah, we'll do it, and they accept it, we say, oh, right, if it's fine by them?
so we have proceeded with them with the analysis and they're ready to proceed with us. The next step for the village would be for us, a requirement of the village would be to ensure, that the electrical installation is equipped to accept them to plug into once they install the panels. So that would be my next step, to proceed with the program.
Okay, so the 125 in bond funds, is there anything else on this list that we can apply those bond funds to?
No.
No. So,
Yeah.
what I would recommend to you is that you instruct me to work with Solar Now and Public Works, whoever we receive electrical quotes from, to review the building for connection for the Solar Now program, and then pursue installation of panels in conjunction with the Solar Now program in 2020.
Is this Whitefish Bay had looked at this, I think,
Mhm.
arrangement, and they had saw that the payback to the village was so much better if the village actually bought this stuff
Mhm.
versus having the outside party making profit off the system and stuff. Over
Yeah.
The payback, it didn't make sense financially, but that, no, you can do that later, but
Well, our building is not set up that we don't have the same amount of power being generated off of our building like they did.
Okay.
They actually paid back, within less than 10 years.
yeah.
So in ours, it wouldn't be until years 8 or 9, but the concern is the longer liability of the panels on top of that building when you don't know. We're not in the, if we were to do it, I would recommend that then you take on a maintenance contract for it.
Okay.
Okay, can I ask that you, just take it to conservation and have them describe it to conservation and have them give us their feel on it? Okay. Okay, so I guess that one doesn't help us on levy anyhow, okay.
One question, so
Yeah.
is the unknown, like the weather, the maintenance, is that the concern?
The damage to the panels themselves.
Okay.
Three of the neighboring property owners have had claims with the owner of the tower because of damage onto their roof, which has led to roof replacement in
I
some
see.
cases.
Okay.
So not knowing what the potential damage could be,
Mhm.
and knowing that, I wouldn't be comfortable with us owning the system unless we had someone who was taking on that liability. Now, the Solar Now program is fully willing to take on, and they own systems all over, and from a liability perspective, because they're owning so many of these, like to them, it's like, you know, I've told them like 3 times, and they're like, yeah, we know, we understand,
Don't
you keep
explain
telling
it
us
too
about
much.
this. You know, so, you know, cause I wanna be in
Looks
this
like a
place
great
of full
spot.
disclosure, right? I don't wanna be in a situation where they're saying to me, you never disclosed that this could be an issue, you know? And I wanna say, yes, this could be. I'm not trying to present it as if the sky is falling.
Right.
No pun intended, the sky is falling.
All
Okay, not funny. But you know, it is a concern, so I don't wanna sit here before you and say, yeah, not a problem, we got that all handled. When I don't know, and it's not the business that we're in.
Right.
We wanna be more efficient with the building, or the energy in this building, but I don't have a comfortability level, you know, so the maintenance contracts and things like that will definitely play a role in the performance of the building overall. You know, I've expressed the same concerns with, the 3 members from the conservation committee, who I've been communicating with it, regularly, but the next step would be that, but I'm happy they can take a look at it, review it. If they come back and say, hey, yeah, we think you should put panels on and do a maintenance contract because you, as a village, should cover and manage that liability, great. I'm just letting you know that from my business perspective, I am not in a comfortable position to do that
Okay.
with you.
Okay, Mark, can you give us an update on where we are?
Right now, it's 169,200 low proposed, that's at a 3.9 year-over-year increase right now.
We're at 3.9%, okay, that's good to know. Okay, and so 0.5% is, 70, about 90,000, 80-something thousand?
It's about 100,000 a percent.
Okay, so
About.
100,000 to get to 2.9, 200,000 to get to 1.9. Okay, squad replacement. Consider deferring 1 squad. You know, I mean, you know what, why don't we talk about, the dump truck, what do you guys think about that?
Wait, what?
Well, because if,
Well, yeah, it's,
because that's the
I
big,
think-
yeah,
Oh, I would like to talk about the squad permit. I think with us building the garage this year, we could wait a year. I think the cars are gonna be extended at least by a year just from the garage itself.
okay, okay, but we can, I don't care, we can talk about the squad,
I'll start with, if you decide to go to one squad car, give me the option next year to decide if it's gonna be squad 2 or squad 4, because I don't know what's gonna happen in 6 months. I don't wanna lock myself into saying it's gonna be this car or that car. So if you choose to drop one, at least give me the ability to, whatever happens in 6 months, I can pick the worst one and
oh,
replace
yeah,
that one.
oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that seems really easy.
And then I just, the whole cautionary thing of that we push it down,
Yeah,
you know, so we come back next year and, you know, squad 4-2 really becomes problematic. You know, that one would be on top of the other 2 or whatever.
Let me ask a question. So what happens if they both kick it and we only budgeted for one? What does that look like?
I would defer to Mark.
You're gonna be short squad.
yeah, I know. What's your need? Is it 2 squads a year going out?
Yes, that's what we have projected, I believe, correct, Mark? Yes.
Now, there is, again, there's a certain transitionary factors, get new squads, if you take the old one out of service, to put the new one in,
Right.
you know, that's all factored in too, so the fewer squads you have available, the more of an impact
Right.
those things will have. I mean, the other thing is, you know, it'd be a significant maintenance to put an old squad back into service for, you know, a year or 2. So, I mean, there's different ways to adapt to that environment in
But
the short term.
I'm comfortable with doing the one at this point. That would be, I'm okay with that. I couldn't sit here and tell you, you know, the sky's gonna fall if we don't do both. So I think we're comfortable, we'll be fine. You know, there may be some unknown costs of repair or whatever, but, you know, we'll figure it out.
okay, all right, I'm in favor of, reducing the levy 52,500 with deferring one solar.
Yeah, I'm opposed as well.
Okay, so who's in favor?
Based on what the chief said.
Okay, so Allison, are you in favor of deferring one of the squads? Hello? Allison?
Sorry, it was on mute, yes.
Yes, okay, all right, that's Ann, are you in favor or opposed to removing one of the squads?
I would defer the squad.
Okay, so it's 5-2, correct? Okay. With Mike and
So
Tammy.
52,000 is this one squad? Okay.
Yes,
And then we would let the chief price.
and the chief can decide which one he wants, yeah. Okay, purchase additional barricades, 5,000. Do we? Yeah, that was really around special events, and I think we felt, I mean, I don't know, yeah, go ahead.
If you're gonna-
Carpenter convinced me with her, you know, if there's too many, if there's more, it might be a safety hazard.
Okay, Rebecca, go ahead.
If you're gonna do the special events, you need the barricades. We don't have sufficient enough to do what we're doing without the barricades. So I don't see that going away in your near future. And, you know, I just don't.
What have you been using?
If it's the special events, can we ask the bid to pay for them, or
Yeah.
because the special events are really they are a benefit to the residents for sure, but, you know, it is a big financial benefit
They're not always
to.
good.
I agree.
Right, they're not all associated with the
Surf Outwater, even though that might not be a barricade use, is not, block parties are not bid events. Marathon, I'm not sure if that's a bid event, you know, other reasons.
any things that require road closure, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Anything that requires a road closure.
I mean, I've consistently felt that we have way too many road closures anyhow, so I would prefer to reduce the number of road closures but at the same time, I mean, I don't know, I have a hard time
Do
with
we
this
have
one.
enough for the 4th of July parade? Is there enough?
No, we rent
Or is it
barricades
the
for 4th of
simultaneous
July.
ones, or?
Joel responded to your question and said, no, we rent for the 4th of July.
Oh, so we can rent them? Is it more expensive to do that? Is it expensive?
Yes.
That's
It's significantly more expensive to rent them than to purchase them.
You guys, we allow special events. We've been told by staff that we don't have adequate safety measures in place as far as barricades. So it's, you know, do we want to have the events or not? I know you don't necessarily want to close the road, trustee Menta, but we've been consistently voting yes to do that. So I think, like any mandate, we have to fund it. So if we're going to allow this stuff, we need to have the safety measures in place.
I mean, I would, well, whatever. Okay, so who is in favor of cutting the $5,000 for barricades? Jessica, I guess I'll.
I am.
So that's 3. Anne? Are you in favor of cutting the $5,000 for barricades?
Excuse me, I am not in favor of cutting
Okay,
barricades.
okay, so the barricades make it 4-3. Okay. We're not cutting barricades. Okay, stump cutter replacement, 70,000. And I believe Leah did get back to us with an estimate for contracting that out. I believe. I have no idea where that is, but